Thanks for staying with us. You're still on to Good Morning Nigeria on the network service of the NTA. It's now time for newspaper reviews. Stay with us.
Now, newspaper reviewer Chukwudi Abuja is seated here in the studio. Today is a special day. Happy Democracy Day.
It is a special day. You know, when I see people, whether it's AI-generated promotional, you know, for the Burkina Faso leader and all that, I tell them, however bad you think civilian rule is, I opt for whom I voted for. Good luck to those of us who are in a democracy.
Yes, let's quickly go to the papers. Not much time today.
Morning, my dear.
I begin with the Blueprint newspaper. And above the masthead, NDIC begins payment of liquidation dividends to Premier Commercial Bank creditors. You find details on page 26 in the Blueprint newspaper. And just below the masthead, June 12th, option A4 re-echoes as Ihedioha Marco Shehu extol Abiola Nwosu's virtues. With Rider, ex-presidential spokesman seeks better welfare for media workers. You find the details on page 8. And 2027 coalition against Tinubu will fail woefully. That's coming from the FCT Minister Wike. Says president's good work has killed opposition's alliance. You'll be warmly welcomed to APC, Tinubu tells Minister. Let's quickly go to the Pilot newspaper. And below the masthead, Anambra Gabo, Soludo orders candidates to pay 50 million naira for campaign billboards permit. Details on page 5. And Africa leads as global estimates for child labor drops to 138 million. And the headlines you can see in the Pilot newspaper, June 12th, national broadcast cancelled. With riders, Tinubu to deliver Democracy Day address directly from National Assembly chambers. Also cancelled is Democracy Day parade earlier scheduled to hold at Presidential Villa. There will be, however, public lecture on Democracy Day at the State House. And the lecture theme is Consolidating on Gains of Nigeria's Democracy, Necessity of Enduring Reforms. I think that's about what I have in the papers this morning. Let me quickly go to the CDS Democracy Day basketball. 16 teams, academies, jostle for honors in Abuja. I can't wait to watch that football match. I hope it will be live.
I trust you can wait.
All right, I have the Daily Trust newspaper with me, and just below the nameplate, we have Hajj. 11 states spend 6.2 billion naira on pilgrims. Vehicles burned as tanker explodes on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. 41 killed in Plateau attacks in 1 week. And blackout in Northeast. Residents, business owners count losses. Then we have what June 12 means to us citizens. Details on page 15. Exclusion of North from infrastructure funding unacceptable. Passengers stranded at airport as Oshiomhole airpiece clash. Fubara's lawmakers emoluments in rivers. 1.48 trillion budget. Ibas. Chooks.
June 12 is still a great message to this country.
Where were you on June 12,
happy.
1993?
June 12, I was running around, you know,
as usual,
getting reports.
Okay.
Do you know that in the past, how many years, this is when I left the newsroom, that I was able to start voting. This job. Doctors, nurses, journalists. Look, so June 12 is a great message to Nigerians. For the real substantiality of it, you know. Belief in the country and democracy demonstrated so explicitly, so expressly that day. Genuine demonstration of Nigerianness. And the fact that the kind of people you throw up for voting could also motivate people. Abiola did something which I don't know whether any other Nigerian leader has caused across the spectrum of this country. So the question you ask is, what are those things we need to enthrone again to relay that experience? Because for me, we all have the franchise. We all have the mandate to vote and all that. But when people vote, I ask, are they voting in that sense of Nigerianness we want, or they're just performing a ritual? We must do everything we can in subsequent elections to re-enthrone those things that stood down June 12. Nobody is going to forget June 12.
I remember the excitement during the campaign, the jingles on TV and radio, you know, it was so captivating. And people really wanted to go out and vote. People knew what they wanted then, and democracy was at play.
Juma, I keep on talking about Ray Michael Nwachukwu. Who has replaced him in terms of fantastic jingles on television and radio?
Abiola had beautiful jingles then. And the fact that he went to every nook and cranny of this country to campaign.
Everybody say, make Nigeria better. I say, who go make them better?
Yes.
Now you and me and the toddler's voice. Look, great jingles are great jingles.
You remember that jingle with the bones? I said, now for my dog Bingo. You remember? The woman came to buy meat, and then she said she didn't have money. She was buying bones.
Yes.
And they said, what is it for? I said, now for my dog Bingo. And she went like that, you know.
Those are great thinkers.
It resonated
in a
with
few
Nigerians,
words.
yes.
I don't know what happened to Demola and her. And me. Don't you think we should take over from where Ray Michael Nwachukwu and the likes of it? But there's a wonderful one going on NTA now.
Yes.
I dance out.
We are Nigerians.
We are Nigerians.
Proudly Nigerians.
I think good ones are coming up. It's just that they are quite good. It's just that, you know, the times, you know, are changing, and
the focus is changing.
The focus is changing. People are coming up with new initiatives, and you know, the creativity is there. But what they just need is encouragement and all that. That's just it.
And the beauty of it all was, at that time, Nigerians there was no division in ethnicity, in tribe. There was no division in religion.
Yes.
It was like a fraught, like military working straight on a straight line.
Like what you said,
Yes.
you know, Abiola was just like a symbol of unity.
That's the point.
Yes.
It was a symbol of
That's
unity.
the point of it.
He was
because
loved.
there was nowhere his impact was not felt.
Everywhere.
All through the country. So that actually engendered many Nigerians to come out actually for that election.
How can you say you have changed the goalpost when the goal has been scored?
The kidney center we have in UMTH, University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital, was donated to that hospital by MKO Abiola.
The pillar himself.
The kidney center,
the
it still
pillar of sports
stands.
in Africa.
Yes, it still stands.
Wonderful.
Is it sport you want to mention, or health, or education?
Where wasn't he? You see, Demola, when Nigerians say the things they say, when you see a good man, you know him. Abiola had a large heart. You could feel it. Yaradua, you could know there's goodness in this man.
Yes.
I pray that Nigeria gets leaders, or keep on getting leaders, so that we don't seem as if we're impugning
And
anybody,
when it happened,
you know,
yes.
showed elicit that kind of attraction from people concerning.
I always tell people when we
goodness.
discuss June 12 and the annulment of the election, that Nigeria lost a moment that can never be recovered.
Is that from a novel you're
No, it's from my mind. We lost
Did you
a
hear
moment.
that?
Yes.
I
It can never be
beauty.
recovered.
I like creation.
Not-
I like creativity, rather.
No matter how much.
Nigeria did what?
We lost a moment.
Let's expatiate that later, okay?
Yes.
It's pambit.
Jumai on the move again.
I am on the move.
that.
You know, I'm passionate about this country. I love Nigeria. It's not that
That's cerebral.
people
Yeah,
like
yeah,
me
yeah,
never
yeah.
wanted to Japa. It's not that I didn't have the opportunities,
I
but
had
I felt
I
the
had
only
2
place
years
I
of
can
the
have
US
freedom.
visa two
Yes,
times.
yes.
The drop box worked for me. I didn't even go the second time. I believed I could make it here.
Yes.
Well, in my mind, I make it. It's just that the pocket does not quite express what the mind,
No, you see, the
We
life
shall
of a
push
man,
forward and we shall
the life of
restore.
a man is not measured by the quantity of goods that he has, but by the life that he has impacted.
Bless you.
So don't think about your pocket.
Let
Just
me
think
not
about-
pollute what you have said now.
Okay,
So
Mr.
thanks,
Chukudi.
thanks,
Yes.
Chooks. So
Thank you
we-
so much for
Yes.
taking me back in time.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you. So we'll take a break now. The conversation for our special June 12th program will start immediately after this break. Stay with us.